we are on our way to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Are there any soldiers here?
No.
You keep hearing things in here?
No, I saw some.
What'd you see?
I don't know. Those two paths.
The Battle of Gettysburg was the bloodiest battle fought on American soil.
There was a plan.
What was the plan? Wounded. It's my great-great-great-grandfather. I don't know why I thought I heard James. Are you still here? We fled.
I'm attached.
You're attached to what? This place? Or the events that happened here? Oh!
Katie.
Or is it saying it's attached to me? What is up, you guys? We are on our way to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania to attend the Battlefield Bash. It's happening all weekend. We're so stoked. It's hosted by Pam and Steve, who are the owners of the historic Hoover House in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania, which we are actually going to be visiting in just a couple of months, so keep an eye out for that video. The event is going to feature a whole bunch of different vendors and people involved in the paranormal community, so we're really excited to meet some people and see all the cool stuff that they have set up there. Come along with us for the journey. We are also spending the night at the Cashtown Inn, which is right outside of Gettysburg. It is extremely haunted, and when we get there, we're gonna get a tour and get a breakdown on all the history from the new owners. The inn's been featured on shows like Ghost Hunters and Kindred Spirits, and some crazy things have happened there. So we're gonna be spending 2 nights at the inn. Yeah, we'll see if we get any sleep at all. I haven't been to Gettysburg since probably like a middle school field trip.
I don't think I've ever been.
I definitely must have gone on like a school trip, but I really don't remember it that much. So I'm really excited to like explore downtown Gettysburg and see all the historic locations and all the spooky stories attached to them. We're gonna be visiting several locations over the weekend to see what we can get and just do a little like haunted Gettysburg tour. It'll be exciting. We'll see you there. Built in 1797, Cashtown Inn is one of the oldest hotels in Gettysburg. By 1815, the first innkeeper, Peter Mark, was running it as a tavern and a lodge, and only accepted cash for payment, hence how it got the name Cashtown. When the pivotal battle approached in 1863, Confederate officers including Generals A.P. Hill, John D. Imboden, and Henry Heath took up residence in the hotel in June of that year, primarily because the hotel sat directly on the supply pipeline between Virginia and Gettysburg. The cellar of Cashtown Inn was also transformed into a makeshift field hospital, where many soldiers died or had their wounds treated and countless amputations performed. In the time since the gruesome Battle of Gettysburg, ghostly activity has been steadily reported by guests of Cashtown Inn and hotel staff alike. Guests who have stayed at the inn often complain of hearing footsteps in their room, along with incessant knocking at their doors, lights turning on and off without explanation, a rocking chair rocking on its own, and the apparitions of Confederate soldiers have been sighted walking up and down the hallways at night. There have even been some guests who claim to have returned to their rooms to find that their luggage has been packed all on its own.
Hey, you're welcome, guys. Thank you.
That's a lovely sound. So this is a natural spring that the house is built over. When they would amputate limbs from the soldiers, they would wash the utensils in the water. They would amputate the limbs and throw them out of these windows, and they would stack so high that the light would just be blocked out. You couldn't even see out of it because of all the limbs. You said that with the whole underground railroad situation that you think that they did stay somewhere down here. Was it back in that room over there?
Yeah, you were paying attention.
I try to.
Yeah, that does a lot of good.
Yeah. It's something.
The only part that's not original is this wall.
Okay.
The original wall is there, but it's a couple feet behind.
I see. It's
this
like up in
wall.
there. Okay.
The
And
boards
so back there.
The boards that they use to form that wall, not a single one of them is the exact same measurements, which tells me that it was done a long time ago.
Gotcha.
Now, there's obviously there was a joint of some sorts right here.
Right.
It was done at 2 different times, but why was it done that way?
Right.
Like, was it just a partial and then it is big enough for somebody to be in back there.
Got it. Okay. So
and it is on the other side of water, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's the only guess that I have.
But you can see like, yeah, where it doesn't line up. So it's like, it's definitely built on top of something.
It doesn't make sense. Like if there's a lot of water that comes through that wall, so if they poured that to reinforce the wall, they would have poured it against the wall. But they didn't. It's freestanding. So why did they? I don't know. Set it up. I'd set it up there one.
Okay. One cap right there.
They always talk about something being back there on top of that.
Well, that's where the soldier you said passed away, but that was a soldier with friendly fire?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on it. If you want to watch it be. Well, if there's anybody down here with us, my name's Katie.
My name's Brandon.
We would really love to communicate with you. Can you give us a sign if you're here? We have a couple of lights set up around the room. You just have to walk up and touch them. And they'll light up different colors.
Turn the light off.
Sure. I mean, I have this light on, so I think we can see. We'll find out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, now this is getting creepy. Are there any soldiers here? We don't mean to intrude on your space, but we really would love to hear your stories if you're willing to share them. How you doing, B? What? The cat ball's going off in that room. Oh, cat ball's going off in that room. What?
No.
You keep hearing things in here?
No, I saw something.
What'd you see?
I don't know.
It spooked you?
No.
Oh, cat ball's going off again? What'd you think can you describe it?
It was too fast.
Too fast? Something just like scurried?
Oh, there your cat balls.
Yeah, and Brandon just saw something too.
You guys have anything in there?
Cat ball.
Cat ball.
And this one's going off consistently. Look at this.
We were here last.
And Brandon's a skeptic, so the fact that he's a little spooked that he saw something like kind of speaks volumes. Is there anybody in this room back here? We thought we saw you. Can you make a sound to let us know that you're there? I'll turn this spirit box on again. If there's anybody here, can you tell us your name? Were you a soldier? Or were you a doctor? Was somebody shot? Yes. Oh, I went to yes on the triangle. Maybe it was the water heater. I thought I just heard something in there, but just to confirm, was somebody shot? The electric wire just lit up. Is there somebody over there? Can you make those lights light up again? Were you from the south?
They're being shy.
Were you wounded in battle?
Try upstairs for a minute.
Yeah, we can try the parlor. Well, we might try some stuff upstairs. If you would like to come up and communicate with us, you're welcome to.
That's kind of strange. That was like.
Oh!
Boy!
I felt
Yes,
that.
sir.
Ouch. Well, if there's anybody who wants to communicate with us, we'd love to talk with you. We think we saw you interacting with some of the lights on the stairs. Yeah, just like that. Can you do that again? That was awesome. And it held it too. Can you light those up again for me? If you're a woman, can you light those lights up on the stairs? Okay. Just to confirm, are you a woman? Okay. Thank you. Can you light those lights up on the stairs if you lived in this house? Or did you work in the house? Yes. Okay. I'm trying to think of dates when the women were here. Did you know General Hill? I feel like I'm hearing knocking, but I don't know if that's anybody upstairs.
You knock on something louder.
Can you make a really loud knock on a door or on the wall to let us know that you're here? Just like this. I think I heard one.
Yeah.
Can you light any of these lights up again? Oh,
Oh, you
all right.
Were you a nurse when this was a hospital?
Did you work in the kitchen?
It's a temperature.
Yeah.
If you did work in the kitchen and that's you confirming, could you please turn off? Thank you.
Just to confirm again, did you work in the kitchen here? I don't feel like that's it.
You don't know if they did.
I don't think they did. Were you here before 1861? Or were you here after 1861? Oh, okay. After. I feel like it is intelligent. I'm just asking all the wrong questions. Ooh, got a clock.
No, I wasn't.
And the light went up. Yeah, so I'm asking all the wrong questions. You said yes. Trying to think of other positions, but if it was after the war had started.
Is there something you would like to tell us? Do you have a message for us? If you do, please either turn on the lights on the stairs, or you could turn on the EMF again by getting near it and touching it.
Oh, good job, B. Thank you. Can also try if they want to like tell us something. I can try a spirit box, or we can do an Estes too. All right. Well, Brandon's listening to the spirit box now. That's the door locking.
Something negative.
Is there anything negative here?
It should be.
Was there a lot of trauma here?
It's true.
Who were we talking to before? We were talking to a woman, we think. Can you tell us her name?
I forget. I don't understand this.
What don't you understand?
Years ago. Very clearly I heard years ago.
I heard that too.
It's the most difficult something
Were you a soldier?
in a moment.
Do you miss your family?
Be nice.
Did you go to war?
You don't know anything.
That's why we're here. We want to learn more.
Now I'm back.
There you go.
Lights went off.
You're looking at us. 3.
Are there 3 of you?
Something again about watching.
Are you on the steps?
It's black.
Who's
Correct.
watching us? Oh, correct.
Correct.
It's knowledge. I forgot. Oh, ooh, that's dark. I'm captive. I heard something about captive.
Are you a slave?
It's caught. To spite me. Right here.
Did you die here?
In a really deep voice. There is. Something about Maryland.
Maybe they're from Maryland.
That's personal.
Hmm.
Then 8 more.
Did you have children?
It's 2.
Did you get 2 children?
There's war.
Did
Yes.
You, I was gonna say, did you leave your children for war?
I don't.
I was gonna say, did you leave your children for war?
I don't.
I was gonna say, did you leave your children for war?
I don't. What do you think?
Who are we talking to?
There's a plan.
What was the plan?
Is
it a secret?
You're first. Through the side. Reach. You're helping. Something about courage. It's a mother.
Is this the woman we were talking to? Were you a mother?
It's a virus thing.
Did it light up? Maybe was that the role?
Never again. Mm. This person.
Who are you talking about?
I don't know about that. I heard my own name. I heard Brandon. I'm sure it's something.
What about Brandon?
Yeah,
Brandon here is a skeptic.
he's stuck.
He doesn't believe that you necessarily exist.
We are 23.
Oh,
Okay. Look at
you can turn it off. And you heard
Yeah, I
it.
heard my name at one point, which wasn't fair.
Well, it was funny because you said that person or this person, and we were like, "Which one? Who are you talking about?" And then you said your name.
Oh.
So we're like, "Do you want to talk to Brandon?" But then you came out. I have necrophonic too, and I can put it through my speaker. I don't know if it would be easier to hear, but could try it, just like something different. Let's try it. Let's see. Sonia? Is there somebody named Sonia?
That's freaky.
Whoa.
Is there someone here?
Who's here with us?
I'm hungry.
Huh?
I heard I'm hungry.
Who's coming?
Are you watching us?
Stairs. I want to talk to the woman we were communicating with before. Are you still here? Okay.
I'm back.
All right. Good to know that you're still here. Were you a mother? Just load up again, yeah. How many children did you have? Yeah. Well, that was a full sentence.
Where are all the children?
Did you work here? I heard she's talking. Here.
Here.
What else weird? What war war occurred here. Men. Station. There's a train station too. There's that voice that keeps like talking in like complete sentences, but it's so muffled.
How many people are here?
Another. Who's watching us? Boy. I see you. Hello. Thank you for communicating with us, and maybe we can pick this up tomorrow. Close. All right. Good night. Good night. I really wanted it to say good night on the thing.
There you go.
But good night. Thank you. You can turn that off now. Thank you. We're gonna go to bed, but we'll be here all day basically tomorrow, so we'll communicate some more. Good morning. We survived the night. I had a pretty restful sleep, honestly. Like, no ghost bothered us. Jennifer's gonna go make us breakfast, so excited for that. And then we're going to head over to the Gettysburg monuments to see if we can find my either third or fourth great grandfather on there, because he served for the Union during the Civil War. So we're gonna go see if we can find James T. Gill on one of these guys. Catch you in a bit. There he is. It's my great-great-great-grandfather. That's so cool. Fun fact about him, his grandfather actually was in the American Revolution and was a turncoat, so he came over with the British and then changed sides when he got here. So that makes me technically a daughter of the Revolution, which is kind of not a lot of people can say.
True-blooded American.
Let me turn my necrophonic app on. I don't know, see if we can get in touch with James T. Gill or anybody else who might want to communicate. Calling out to any spirits who might want to communicate with us. Can you tell us your name? I thought I heard like this way. Were you a soldier here? I don't know why I thought I heard James. Did you fight in the Union? Sad. Fort. Wounded. Were you wounded in battle? I keep hearing leave. Do you not like when people visit here? My name's Katie. Can you tell me your name? People. Do you know who I am? I think I heard I assume. Can you tell us the town that we're in? thought I heard like Getty.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what infantry you were in? Giggle. Battle. He understands. I would like to talk to James. James T. Gill, if he's here. Kind of. Heard serve. Serve twice. Got some words that were like, that applied. Like serve, battle, fort, stuff like that. Yeah, maybe we can head over to the battlefield, see if we get anything else there.
Let's do it.
We're here at the battlefield in Gettysburg. The Battle of Gettysburg was a turning point in the Civil War. It was the bloodiest battle fought on American soil. Right here at this stone wall behind me, a huge massacre took place between the Confederates and the Union. Confederate soldiers infiltrated the Union camp, and many people were killed. But despite the odds, the Union soldiers still persevered nonetheless, continued fighting. The place is so expansive. It's huge. It's just impossible to wrap your mind around. Like, hi, Brandon. It's impossible to wrap your mind around how many bodies were laying here, wounded or dead. And we were even talking to Jeremy, the owner of Cashtown, last night about the horses, like just hundreds and hundreds of horses that they rode into battle that were shot and killed and just left lying there for days, maybe even weeks before anybody picked them up. It's just, yeah, it's crazy to even think about. Is there anybody here who would like to talk with us? Are there any soldiers here? Soldier. Were you wounded here? Were you wounded here? Were you wounded here? One of you? One of you is? Once.
You were once a soldier.
Did you die here? Oh, I thought I heard like it happened. We know that there was a huge massacre that happened right here. And a lot of people were hurt and a lot of people died. Wounded? Did you serve for the North or for the South?
Were you a Union soldier?
I thought I heard either human or Union. If you have a message for us or anything that you would like us to know, we really want to hear your stories.
You tell us your name?
Sorry. I thought I also heard my name something before. Tommy? Yeah. How many spirits are here with us? Something killed. I thought I heard killed again. 11.
Are all the soldiers who were killed here? Buried?
I mean, there were a lot of soldiers that are just, that I think were buried here. There's like little headstones all around the field to label like where there is a grave. My camera just died, so we wrapped up our spirit box session, which actually came through pretty clear, surprisingly. That was interesting. It's very sad. I feel like there's just a lot of sadness here. And you know, where there is trauma and death, I feel like that's where a lot of these hauntings sometimes happen, and these spirits just kind of feel stuck or lost. But yeah, had some stuff come through.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. That was a good spirit box
Hi,
session.
Skinwalker, come through.
Shut up, Brandon. Stop saying the name out loud. Yeah, Brandon was trying to talk to some S-walkers.
It was trying to talk to us.
I shut that down. Unfortunately, we had an entire spirit box session, but I was not recording, so that was not captured. But thankfully, because Brandon was getting ready to go make friends with an S-walker, and I said no. You're not allowed to be friends with them. You're not allowed. I've never seen one, and I never want to.
How do we know they're bad? You're just judging a book by its
Don't get
cover.
into it. All right.
You're
On
not
that
giving them a
note,
chance.
let's quit while we're ahead. I swear, if you start bringing ice walkers into our house, I'm gonna kill you. Anyway.
Then I'll haunt you.
Well, on to the next location. So we're heading to dinner at the Dobbin House, which is apparently the oldest house in town. But before we get there, we decided to take a pit stop at the Sach's covered bridge, which is considered the most haunted bridge in the country. It was used by both Confederate and Union soldiers during the Civil War and was actually used as an execution site. There were 3 Confederate soldiers who were trying to evade the war and were discovered by the North and were hung from the support beams, basically using them as a warning to not secede from the Union. We're gonna try to contact anybody here who maybe wants to talk to us. I'm gonna turn on the Spirit Talker app first to see what we get on that, and then if anything, maybe we could do some more necrophonic. Are there any spirits that would like to communicate with us? If there's anybody here, we would really love to hear your story. So it just said, share my story after I was just talking about, like, we want to hear your stories. If you want to tell us your story, we're willing to listen. Can you give us a name? I'm a good person, it says. We're not here to judge. We just want to know more about you. I'd like to know who we're talking to. My name's Katie. What's yours? Josh. Is that your name? Maybe let me try necrophonic, but maybe we can go down a little bit. I heard 15. 1500? We march. Were you a soldier here? I was, I think I heard. Bring it, bring him. Boy. Can you tell us your name? Did you hear Josh?
Yes.
Okay, I did too. Is your name Josh? Were you one of the soldiers that was executed on this bridge? Oh, I don't know what that was.
What'd you hear?
I heard I feel like 5 things on top of each other. Did you fight for the South or for the North?
Maybe they fled.
Did you try to evade the war? Because that's what the 3 soldiers did. They tried to get out of it. And they
Many
ended up
others.
dying. Never would have. How old were you?
I heard 18.
18?
I heard 18.
teen, yeah. There's something. Do you have a message for us? Is there anything that you would like to say? Sick? Wounded? Full sentence. We fled. I heard we fled. Well, I'm so sorry that happened to you. It must have been so scary. Them trying to run away from the fight and then just getting caught in it and killed like that. This is good. Good.
It was nice to hear your story.
Thank you so much for taking the time to communicate with us. I heard thank you.
Yeah, seriously.
I really hope that you can find peace. That was a full sentence. I feel like with both the Spirit Talker and Necro, we actually got a couple of good answers. I feel like when we listen to that back too, it's also going to give us a little bit more maybe that we didn't just hear with our ears.
Yeah.
The Dobbin House is the oldest building in Gettysburg. It was built in 1776 and overlooks the site where President Lincoln delivered the Gettysburg Address. It was a stop on the Underground Railroad, and it served as a hospital for wounded soldiers of both the North and the South during the Civil War. Today, the historic house appears virtually the same as it did over 200 years ago. You can dine in any of their 6 historic rooms and enjoy an outstanding menu of traditional colonial and continental cuisine. The menu even features recipes from the original owner's first wife, Isabella. This was definitely one of the most memorable dining experiences we have ever had. So we are in our room number 2 at the Cashtown Inn. We didn't get a chance to really investigate this room just yet while we've been here, so figured it might be a nice time to try to make contact and see if anybody would like to communicate with us. I have a REM pod and 2 flashlights set up on the bed. That one just turned on. My name's Katie.
My name's Brandon.
Thank you so much for letting us come into your space. We just want to communicate with you, if you're open to that. Can you turn off this flashlight on the bed? Or turn on the other one? Whoa, thank you. That red one just turned on. Can you leave that flashlight on and hold it there? Hold it there? Hold it there? Oh, cool. Good job. If you're... Oh, interesting. It held it longer. Oh, EMF. If you're a woman, could you turn that blue flashlight on for me? And the red one turned on. Was that a no?
If you're a man, could you turn the red flashlight on, please?
Well,
Thank you.
maybe I can whip out my dowsing rods. Because I feel like when I hold on to them, you know, sometimes like it stirs up stuff. I was gonna have stirs up stuff. Stirs up stuff. So I whipped out these dowsing rods so I can ask you some questions. You can answer yes or no. To answer yes, you just have to cross the rods together. And for no, you can push them apart and separate them. Can you push them together for yes if you understand? Cap off.
Where does
I'm
they
not
cross
moving
to?
now.
That's interesting.
Cap ball right next to me is going off. Alright,
EMF.
good job. Just to confirm, can you cross those rods again if you are willing to communicate with us? And they just crossed again. Thank you. Okay. So just want to clarify some things from earlier. Are you a man? Looks like it wants to go. Yep. Alright. If you were a soldier, could you cross the rods? And if not, you can separate them and push them apart. Did you live here in this house? It's so crazy how they if they pull together. It's so weird. It's such a weird feeling. So you lived here. Did you live here before the Civil War? I feel like it's going to no though. Maybe were you here after the Civil War? Okay, well I guess that's good. So if you lived here after the Civil War, were you an innkeeper? Okay, yes. Okay, that's cool. Is there anything that you would like to say? Do you have a message for anybody? Just like a neutral. Alright, I'm gonna whip out the spirit box and just play it out loud. Let's see. Is there anybody here with us? I thought I heard Captain. Grand Central? Is there somebody named Olivia? Are there any soldiers here? Maybe. Are there any doctors here? If there's anybody here, can you tell us your name? So the sun has gone down, so maybe we'll have some better luck chatting with whoever we were talking to before. But I figured maybe I'll turn on the spirit talker, maybe I'll do some more spirit box and see. Maybe even a little Estes. Let's turn this bad boy on. We thought maybe we were talking to a gentleman earlier. Are you still here? It says I'm by your side.
I'm by your side.
Well, I asked if you're still here. Well, that's nice to know. Okay, you're nice and close. Can you tell us your name? If this is the gentleman that we were maybe communicating with before? Oh. It says we're delighted you're here.
We're delighted you're here.
Oh, and cat ball's going on the fireplace mantle. Cat ball, guys. Cat ball.
4.
4. 1, 2, 3. No, there's only 3. I was like, did I set up 4 cat balls? No, there's only 3.
Are there 4 spirits in this house?
Yeah, 4 what? So the gentleman that we were talking to before, we don't think was a soldier here, but an innkeeper. If that's you, can you give us a word that confirms that? Or maybe light up any of the cat balls that we have around the room, the little plastic balls. Don't
be fearful.
Don't be fearful. I will say I was a little nervous to go downstairs by myself. I was gonna conquer my fear. But Brendan decided to go with me. We're not fearful. We just want to get to know you better, and maybe that'll make us feel more comfortable. First meetings are always awkward.
Were you with us last night when we were investigating?
Last night we were getting intelligent responses from a female, I think. Remember?
Yeah, I remember. An employee, right?
Yeah, she said she was staff, a mother, but then...
We never found out what her position was, did we?
No. My thought was like, she responded to mother. She was just like maybe a family member that lived here and helped out. Or I was curious like if she
I'm sure
was...
the owners like probably lived here.
If she was a slave maybe too.
Oh,
That's a question I didn't ask in the moment, I don't
that's
think.
a good point.
Denise.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't ask her.
Denise.
Is there somebody named Denise? Is Denise maybe the woman that we were talking to last night? But I just heard a nod.
I'm attached.
You're attached to what? This place? Or the events that happened here?
Oh,
What?
or what was the name?
Denise.
Are you attached to Denise? Maybe we're still talking to the man.
Oh,
And he's
maybe.
telling us when we asked about the woman we were talking to last night. He's like, oh yeah, that's Denise. And we said, are you Denise? And he's like, I'm attached to Denise. So maybe he's like married or the father of her child. Could just be a wild theory. Just
Be
trying to
true.
piece it together.
Oh!
Katie.
Wow.
What the My name's never come up on that thing.
What?
Or is it saying it's attached to me?
Is that what you're saying?
Oh god, I forgot my sage at home.
If you have
My-
an attachment to Katie, could you give us a sign, a knock, or light up the cat balls?
Figure.
That was fast.
That made me jump. It's such a figure.
Although I don't know.
I don't want an attachment.
Figure isn't a confirmation, you know. I don't know what it could mean.
Where do you know me from? How do you know my name?
Or like attached to her figure.
Does that make it better?
He killed me.
He?
He. Well, we know a lot of soldiers were wounded here and were treated in the hospital in the basement. But there was one soldier that was shot, basically was shot and killed.
You see me.
Where are you? Can you present yourself in some way? But what I was saying was there's that one soldier that was shot and killed here due to friendly fire that we were talking to maybe last night in the basement.
You said you might be attached, and then you said Katie's name. Are you telling us you're attached to Katie?
I almost threw my phone when it's like,
Oh,
I was like, get out of here. Please tell Brennan he's wrong, that nothing's attached to me.
Hunter.
Hunter.
Is someone hunting you?
Or me being
Oh,
a ghost
ghost
hunter.
hunter.
I don't know.
Oh, that's a good point.
Can you elaborate, please, on what you mean by that? Like I'm seeking it. I need more
energy.
Well, we have some devices lying around the room. You're welcome to use the energy from those.
Want to try going under?
I'm a little nervous too now.
Just try it.
Okay.
If it freaks you out, just take it off.
Alright, I'm gonna listen to the spirit box. Please don't scare me. Alrighty. Okay. Here we go. If I start speaking crazy talk, get me out.
Alright, Katie's under now.
Robbery. Power. 97.
You asked for more power to communicate.
Friendship.
The power of friendship.
Can help.
Yeah, I guess you can. Hello?
What?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Jesus, we literally.
Water pouring out of the room.
It's raining downstairs.
You're downstairs.
Gosh, yeah, I thought somebody was taking a shower.
To be continued.
So, sorry for that interruption. A pipe burst at the inn. It was like pouring rain in the lobby. So we went down and helped clean it up and called the electrician and the plumber. So they're fixing it now, but I think that means we have to wrap up the investigation for the evening. You know, with the investigation last night and the little bit that we got tonight, I think it turned out to be a really good stay here at the Cashtown Inn. I don't want to know who was talking to me or if I have an attachment. I really hope I don't. So as soon as I get home, I'm gonna sage the out of myself. We'll pick up again tomorrow morning and we'll see you then. All right, we are on the road heading back to New Jersey after quite the Gettysburg getaway weekend. It was fun. We did a whole lot. We fit a lot into this trip. Got some really cool evidence at many different locations. Cashtown Inn was a wonderful experience. Jeremy and Danielle were wonderful hosts and it was pretty comfortable. It was funny because, you know, we were there to investigate for sure, but it was so comfortable. Most of the time I just kind of like wanted to like hang out, relax. Like it was so nice and relaxing. And the ghosts there were also very hospitable, so it was really a lovely time. The Battlefield Bash was really great, met some really cool people, made some friends at some haunted locations as well. Broaden out that network and maybe we can add some of those locations to our list. Looking forward to whatever journey is on the horizon next, so keep an eye out for some more spooky content coming to you guys soon. Comment, like, subscribe, turn on that notification button just so you know when we are posting or whenever our content goes live. See you on the next one. Bye.